Mr. Zimmerman.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Awesome, man. It's great. It's great seeing you.
Good seeing you guys. Good
Yeah.
seeing you guys.
Always a pleasure.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm excited to have you here. We've been actually talking about having you here. Obviously, like you're an expert. You're an
At what?
expert. That's a good question. Tell the people. Tell the beautiful
tell us
people
what-
what the fuck it is you do.
Yeah. So I own a guide service, fishing guide service, both hard water and open water. Been established now for going on our fourth year. About 4 years. Picked up, I was a tournament fisherman for a lot of years.
What kind of fish?
Walleye specifically, yeah. But I did a lot of salmon too. It's gambling. That's all it is. It's a form of gambling. I'm a degenerative gambler as it is, just like yourself, Rich.
To you, sir.
Cheers to you.
God bless.
Yeah,
God
God
bless
bless.
the degenerates.
So, I got married, not coming home with a paycheck. Wife told me better, find something to do to make some money. So I took my love of fishing, took it to a business level, and now I pass my passion on to other people, and they pay me to take them. So just do what I
What's
love.
your service? What's your company called?
Unlimited Guide Service out of Lake County, Illinois.
Nice. Where can the people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Unlimited Guide Service. You can find me on Facebook, Unlimited Guide Service. You shoot me, you can throw me into Google, Unlimited Guide Service. You can type in Premier Guide Service. It's going to come up with Unlimited up in Northern Illinois. You can give me a call, 630-518-7595, or you can go to unlimitedguideservice.com, and you can see us there. Get all our links.
You know what? Just thinking about it, like we've fished together for quite some time now.
We have.
And I can't always help. You got me my first muskie. You did. After
had to take a while.
They say it's the fish at 10,000 cast, and believe you me, I did 13,800 fucking of those casts to finally get one.
I remember that fish.
Yeah.
The first one was actually small.
It was in lake.
It was in Bluff Lake.
Bluff Lake.
Caught
Yeah.
that lake. Caught it trolling at Bluff Lake
Yes.
along.
So technically that doesn't count, does it?
Well, we'll get to the second one here in a little bit. But the first one, I remember, we had just turned a corner, and you're a really impatient fisherman. I will give you that.
I'm working on it.
So we were coming around the corner, and Rich is like, "We gonna get one?" I said, "I don't know, man."
Yeah.
And the board went back. He goes, "It's a musky!" And he starts yelling, "Musky!" And I'm like, "Dude, just stop!" And he's so loud. And we put that fish in the net, and he's, he freaked out. He freaked out. He got his first muskie. So that was really cool.
How big was it?
Small. It was small. It was probably, I don't know, upper 30s.
Yeah,
Upper
upper
thir-
mid 30s.
It wasn't a big one. Picture looked good, though.
But that's a big fish to a lot of people, though. You have to say.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean, you've seen a lot more bigger fish than that, but
Yeah, but being able to do it with somebody and do it with your friend and be able to get them their first fish, be able to get them what they're looking for, that's why I do this. It's not necessarily it's not a money grab. A lot of guys do this guiding or outfitters. They do it for the wrong reason. They do it for the money. I don't need the money. Of course, money's great, but again, I do it because of what I can bring to the table. I love being around people, and I love being able to see a smile on their face. So,
very important.
getting to the muskie, though, I want to talk about your second one. So it was leading up to Father's Day a couple years ago. Kelly, Richard's wife, reaches out to me about the week before and says, "Hey, can you get Rich out for Father's Day?" And I had plans, like any other father.
Yeah.
And I said, "No problem, Kel. I got you."
My man.
So I call Rich up. "Yeah, we're going muskie fishing." All right. Can I bring Titus? Yeah, bring Titus. I'm going to bring Lily. That's my daughter. And he bring Titus, bring Lily. And he goes, "So how are we going to go fishing today? We're not trolling, are we?" "No, we're not trolling, Rich. We're going to go throw bucktails." All right. So we get out to this corner of this lake. We get in this deep water, and I got Rich throwing I don't even know what it was. It was a cowgirl.
Yeah, it was a double blade, all black.
All black cowgirl.
All black.
And we weren't out there, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And I said, "Rich, it's important you figure eight that lure right by the boat, because that's where most of your fish are going to come. They're going to follow that water. They're going to follow that bait out of that deep water or in the weeds, and they're going to come up. They're going to hit that bait." So this is where the story gets good. I'm turned around looking at something else, and I hear, "Holy shit! Holy shit!" And he's screaming again, "Musky!" And I'm like, "Get the net! Get the net!" And I'm, "Oh, chill out, dude. You got him hooked." And I turn around. He's got a big one.
Yeah.
He got a big one on.
Yeah.
So here I am fumbling with the net, and he's screaming at me, "Anthony, get the fucking net!" And I'm, "Rich, take it easy. Just keep his head in the water." He's like, "I fucking got him." And I'm like, "I know you got him. I can see that." And my daughter's like, "He got him right next to the boat, Dad." And he got him on the figure 8, right?
I actually,
That's awesome.
that was I normally do 1 figure 8, but I did 2 for whatever reason. And all of a sudden it came out the depths of hell. And just fucking.
Did it catch on the outside loop?
Yeah, but I was
No, it
coming
came
back
out from under the boat.
Yeah, from under the boat, and I was like, all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, and just your fucking heart just like,
You're
what
jacked.
the fuck is that? Because you're just fishing.
Yeah.
You don't think of anything. I've been out there, I casted a million times. I honestly didn't think anything was like just another fucking day musky fishing. That thing came out, it fucking hit it. Anthony's on the other side. He's fishing. He got a pole in his hand and. Get the fuck! He's like stumbling. She's like, "Relax." I'm like, "Get the fucking!"
He was yelling at me. I will say that. So we get the fish in the net, and he falls backwards. Can you picture him? He falls backwards, hands down, looking at me, like he just let his first one go. You know, and you know where I'm going with that. And he's just bug-eyed. Ant, I can't believe it. How big is it? I said, "Rich, it's big. It's a big one." So he's like, he's already figuring out getting his hair red. No, actually, he looked like he just came out of Afghanistan because he had his hat on, and he had the big beard.
Yeah.
So I said,
Afghanistan. That's a good one.
I said, Rich, all right, here's how we're gonna do this. This is a big fish. I'm gonna get it out of the net for you. I'm gonna get you set up in the back of the boat. Right? That's what happened. Rich was on Instagram going live with himself as I'm dealing with this fish, right? So here's where the story gets good. I got my hand in this fish's gill plate because it took it pretty deep in the mouth.
Oh.
As I'm reaching down in the net, I see where the hook is, and I'm like, well, shit, I gotta get that hook out of there before I get the hook in the hand. So I got my hand in this fish's gill plate. I reach in with my other hand to go get the hook.
I know what's coming.
Yeah, you know what's coming.
Yeah.
And before I can say, "Hey, give me the pliers," the fish opened its mouth and went nuts.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I've got my right hand in the gill plate, not in the gill plate anymore. It's all the way in its mouth through the gill plate.
Oh.
I reach in with my left hand to open that fish's mouth, and it chomps down on both my hands. So now I've got both hands in this fish's mouth.
Both thumbs.
Both thumbs. No hands. My hands.
Yeah.
And that feeling of cold goes through you.
Yeah.
Of like, holy shit, this isn't good.
Yeah. You're in trouble.
So I go, "Rich, come fucking help me." You know, a guy who, takes beatings, gives beatings for a living.
Yeah.
Shook his fucking head at me. Not a chance. You're on your
Well,
own.
at first I was like,
No,
no.
we're not. No, you flat looked at me and basically told me to go fuck myself.
I want you to see my
That's
fucking hand. in this
exactly what
fish's
happened,
mouth.
Rich. I'm
Got
like,
sharp
"Help me."
teeth.
Who helped me? My 11 or 12-year-old daughter. Yeah. So we get my hands out of this fish's mouth, and I can't stop the bleeding, and it's bad. I mean, I'm spewing blood.
Both thumbs.
Both thumbs. I had,
Cut on both thumbs anywhere else?
I had 14 stitches in one hand, and I got 12 in the other.
Oh, my God.
So this isn't the story, though. The story is Rich is setting himself up in the back of the boat still for his picture.
Yeah.
Okay? My daughter's starting to cry because
Yeah.
there's blood everywhere. I got my hands over the side of the boat.
And what did T do for you?
Gave me the shirt off his back.
Yeah, that's a good kid
Legitly
there.
gave me his shirt off his back.
That's a good
So
kid right there.
I've got his hoodie, and my daughter's like, "You're ruining the hoodie," because it's the hoodie's just spewing blood, pouring blood. And he's like, "Oh, fuck, I don't need the hoodie." And Rich is still sitting in the back of the boat waiting for the fish. There's no bullshit. Talking to his Instagram, Musky, you know? And I'm like, "Well, all right, give me the med kit. Somebody get me a med kit."
Yeah.
Rich is still in the back of the boat waiting for the fucking fish. So finally, I'm like, fuck this. Grab that fish, hand him the fish. And I got a picture of him and Titus. And it was probably 47 and a half. It was a big one. It was
That's
a big
good
fish.
That's
Beautiful
a real good fish.
fish.
Yeah,
Beautiful
good
fish. So we get the fish, get it released.
Hold on. Before, though, when you're sitting there, and I was like holding you, like bleeding all over, and I'm like, hey, you got like a measuring stick?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, as I'm taping my hands up and trying to stop the blood, he asked me for a fucking ruler.
He's like, go fuck yourself.
I said, go fuck yourself. Yeah, I mean, my boat was covered in blood.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. It was really bad.
And then he's like, as he's got both of his thumbs. I was just trying to find a picture. He's got both of his thumbs taped up, literally like taped up, like
Duct
fucking
tape?
Yeah, like whatever.
All kinds of shit.
And and he's like, do you think I need to go to the hospital? I'm like, I know you're fine. Let's keep fishing.
Fishing, yeah. I knew that was
I'm
coming.
hitting the clicker.
I knew that was
I'm trying
coming.
to cast, but I'm using the middle finger. I can't put pressure on my thumbs. And then when I'd use the thumb, I'd have to change the gauze because it would
bleed more.
sob up and bleed.
Yeah.
So we went on for the rest
What
of
time of the
day.
year was that, if you
This
don't
is
mind?
Father's Day.
Yeah,
Oh,
It
Father's
was
Day.
Father's Day.
Father.
It was
Okay.
It was
Father's
like in the morning,
Okay.
like 30 minutes when we
30
started.
minutes into our trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was, so we're 30 minutes into our trip. This shit happens. And he's all pumped up. I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
like, you got your fucking fish, dude.
Yeah,
Happy
let's go.
Father's Day. Let's
Yeah.
go home. Oh,
Yeah.
man, let's do this. Let's keep going. So we went the rest of the afternoon. And my partner was actually running a trip in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And he was a firefighter. He was a retired firefighter. We pull up to the launch. And Rich is like, I fucking got a big one. And I'm just shaking my head, And my wife's like, what happened to you? I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. My fucking thumb's hurt.
Yeah.
So I get home, and I didn't want to look at him. I knew I got bit bad. I just
Yeah.
didn't remember how bad.
Yeah.
I mean, my thumbs looked like I stuck them through a drawer full of serrated knives.
Oh.
I mean, and the problem was one of the teeth broke off in my right thumb because I couldn't figure out why that thumb it felt like a Mickey Mouse thumb. It just kept throbbing and throbbing. I ended up having a chunk of a tooth in there.
You have to yanked out, right?
Yeah,
They're getting
I
infected
ended up.
with
Well, I didn't want to go to
Yeah.
the hospital because I always tell my kids, "You ain't no bitch."
it. Yeah.
Nah, I was
you
a
guys
bitch.
sound pretty similar.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing you did, though.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah,
I mean, that could have got pretty bad infected.
yeah. But I remember calling you after, and I was like, "Dude, that was a wild time. It was cool though. It was a big fish.
It was cool. It was a lot. Well, it was a lot of fun for me.
Yeah, it was.
But I think moral of the story is like Musky have sharp teeth.
Musky have sharp teeth. We now have a mesh glove in the boat.
The best part about it is you guys can talk about it like this and laugh about it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
no, I've had a lot.
And you're
of
both
good times.
smiling about it, That's, I mean, you took the brunt of it, but
He's been in
know.
the boat before. We've knocked people's teeth out. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We knocked the guy's tooth out in the boat once.
why you guys, what are you doing
No,
on the boat?
No, it was from the waves.
It was from the waves. We were in really bad water in Lake Michigan.
Lake
so
Mi-
legitly flipped on us.
We're fucking. Doom,
Yeah,
doom,
we're probably 5,
doom.
6
And-
footers.
And you know how I knew it was like, and I just laugh whenever there's.
So how the guy's tooth come out?
Because he chipped his tooth.
He
But
slammed from the front of the boat to the back of the
Yeah,
boat
yeah.
in the air.
yeah,
Like we launched the boat, all of a sudden he was in the air. He came over the top of the windshield
Yep.
and ended up in the back. We almost lost him out of the boat.
You're salmon fishing.
Yeah, yeah. And then all of a
Was
sudden
it
he
worth
looks
it? Did you
over.
catch any fish?
Oh, it was worth it, 100%.
we
right.
caught fish, 100%.
Yeah.
See, like whenever there's danger, I just laugh. So I'm like laughing, this whole time. I'm just
Well, you like
I'm
that
just
shit.
laughing.
Well,
And then these guys, both these guys have been out there, and like these guys are just like quiet, and I'm like, both these guys fish all the time. I'm like, this has got to be pretty fucking serious.
Yeah,
Because I mean, we were falling.
Yeah, 5, 6 rolling. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
It was.
It can
thanks.
get gnarly.
It was
and
it was
gets
very gnarly.
quick. Yeah.
So
That was
when
some
you
of
go
the
out
worst
of
weather I've
Michigan,
been
where
in.
you go out at?
Usually go out of Waukegan or Winthrop Harbor. But we'll run all the way up. I mean, we fish everything up. I mean, we guide everything from Lake Michigan up through Green Bay. The Winnebago system. We do Lake Geneva. We're still fishing open water, actually.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite fish to target?
My
Obviously,
favorite-
you're a walleye tournament
No,
fisherman,
yeah,
but
honestly, my heart of hearts really falls with panfish.
yeah?
Yeah, I love pan fishing.
Why is that?
Because it's a constant action.
Okay.
You always got action.
If you're taking people out or just you by yourself?
I would go by myself.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
I mean, I love walleye fishing. But when it's good,
Yeah.
pan fishing can be good all year round. Even when the bite's tough, pan fishing's on.
Big gills, big crappies.
Big gills. I love crappie fishing. Love crappie fishing. Perch fishing. Some of my most favorite times are perch fishing.
You go on Michigan for perch?
Yeah, we do. We do a lot up in the Bay. We did get some really big ones this year up in Green Bay. We got one. One of the biggest ones we caught was almost 17.
17?
Yeah,
That's
17
big.
incher. Yeah,
That's
real big one.
That's big.
Yeah, but yeah, I love pan fishing. I mean, you can burn a day so quick. and it's spot to spot. It's not real. You know, it's not like you're looking for walleyes and you're looking for them in a niche corner somewhere.
Right.
You know, panfish. If
You run on a
grew up
pile
do
of
that. You grow up with the rod in your hand. You grow up bluegill fishing, or you grow up bass fishing. I mean, I know Rich loves his bass and he loves his smallies, and I do love smallie fishing. I will say, Rich has kind of turned me back onto that. So.
Yeah.
So here's another question I got to throw at you. I know you have on your sweater there. You do the bow and arrow too, as well.
Yeah, we do.
So I want to hear a little bit about that.
So we do actually have a carp boat. Okay.
Okay.
We did our first year. We had the boat. We ran into a little bit of a problem with insurance.
Okay.
You can actually shoot a gun off a boat and get insurance,
Really?
but you can't shoot a bow. It's so hard to
What
find.
sense does that make?
It makes no sense. None. Insurance companies will ask you. The first question they ask is if you shoot a firearm off the boat. And you can answer yes, and they'll insure you, but your rates go up, right?
Okay.
If you're guiding, you're an outfitter.
Right.
But if you shoot a bow and arrow, they will not insure you. We had to go. We
For
found
what?
a guy out in Kentucky to insure us to be
Yeah.
able to do it. It took us a year
Yeah.
to be able to do it. But yeah, that's a small window of time that we do the
Usually
bow.
in the summer, correct?
Yeah, usually
Yeah.
June. Usually the spawn of the carp is when we're doing
Okay.
that. June, May, late May, June, July. Demographically, it's it's kind of just that one little time of the year we do it. We try to bunch up our trips when we do it because we have to come up with a way to get rid of those fish.
Yeah.
Because a lot of guys aren't going to take a
Right,
55-gallon drum full of carp.
Right.
But yeah, we do offer it. We offer. It really sold more to the business owners to be able to take out clients and say,
Right.
this is something different.
Right.
This isn't just putting a rod in my hand.
I did it years ago with a couple guys that whatever, and I had a blast doing it, and that's why I asked you because I obviously want to do it again. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, especially for bow hunters.
Yeah.
Bow hunters love it.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah, the angle changes because of the water, right?
100%.
Yeah.
You got to shoot below them
Yes.
because the arrow hits the water.
Flinger,
And
you'd
I
have a hard
I
time.
know Flinger over here.
Yeah, Flinger time.
The fish doesn't drop, the water drops the arrow.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, you let it go, the fish won't drop.
So you got to just aim a little below the fish.
You aim below the fish because when the arrow hits the water, it levels it out because it's a surface area. It's got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's actually really hard. I've only shot a couple myself.
It's something we should definitely do.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I loved it. I think the second time I did, I shot like a 34.
You know what we can
Pound
do? I got an
buffalo.
idea.
What?
Why don't we go down to the Illinois River with that boat and go shoot the Asian carp?
Let's
The
do
ones
it.
That fly.
Let's do it. I'm in.
We can do that.
Shoot those
We can
bastards.
definitely do that.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
That's a good time. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure. I don't guide it down there. I do a lot of sauger fishing down there,
Yeah.
and I catch a lot of Asian carp, but I'm sure we can figure that
You fished that tournament down there, don't
out.
you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a good finish last year.
That's that's by Ottawa, right?
Yeah,
Correct?
it's Spring Valley.
Spring Valley. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
My farm's not
Every
too.
year,
The
yeah.
farm's what, 20 minutes, half hour from there.
That's what you were saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were talking off
Yep.
camera.
But Illinois River too provides a lot of good white bass fishing. I remember back in the day, I used to do it a lot.
That slowed down. I mean, I'm sure you can get them in certain times in the summer.
Yeah.
When I go, it's usually the first term of the year, so it's in March, the end of
Okay.
March. But the sauger and walleye fishing down there is hands down some of the best you'll have ever.
Good size.
You're
You're putting numbers in for a tournament, but
Yeah, I mean, a big bag of 5 down there is 10 to 12 pounds.
okay.
You can get that 14-pound with you get your one walleye kicker.
Yeah.
We are seeing a lot more walleyes in there than we are sauger. Well, I shouldn't say we aren't seeing more walleyes than sauger. We're seeing more walleyes in the system now over this last few years. But I don't fish it consistent as much as the guys that live down there. But the times of year that I've gone, every year I've gone, the bags are getting progressively bigger.
That's good.
So it's a really great time. But you're catching numbers. You can go out there in March and you can have days where you're catching 60, 70, 80 of these fish.
Really, that many?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Jigging. You jig, you rig. It's all handheld. You can troll for them.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. It's a river system, so you can fish them any technique you know.
Just like jigging a crawler, or
Usually there's on a minnow. Usually
Okay.
minnows. You're using hair jigs.
yeah,
A lot of plastics. They love plastics up there.
really.
Yeah, sauger.
Now, when you're saying plastic, just a basic jig,
paddle tail, yeah, just like your
swim bait, like
swim baits,
small swim
paddle tails, ringworms, anything like that works. Rich, as much as you love to fish smallmouth, I think that would be a fun bite for you because sauger, a 15-inch to 16-inch sauger is going to fight like a 22 to 23-inch walleye.
Really?
Yeah, they're just a meaner fish.
I don't think I've maybe caught one sauger. I don't think I've ever really fished for sauger.
So I got to ask, what is the difference? Okay, a lot of people probably don't know what's the difference between a sauger and a walleye.
So the difference between a sauger and a walleye is pretty much in their genetics.
Yes.
They don't grow as big. Saugers don't grow as big. Okay. A sauger, if you were to think about it, is like if you look at an Esoc. An Esoc is your musky and pike and things like that, right? Your sauger would be more of your, I guess, because you catch them more in numbers. I mean, I would look at it more as like your pike.
Okay,
right?
yeah. Okay.
Your so the walleye would be your musky of that breed, right? But what's cool is they have the same ability to cross spawn and get tiger muskies, right? You got walleye, you got your musky and your pike, you get a tiger muskie. Right. You got walleyes and saugers, you get your saw guys.
Okay.
So you can get those crossbreeds in there, and they're super cool. But a sauger, they're super camouflage. I mean, they look camouflage.
Yeah, they're cool looking fish.
They're cool looking fish. Yeah. And they've got more, they're flatter on their stomach. They lay tight to the bottom. Not like, you're not going to get as many. They're going to be up real high. They're down on the bottom.
Okay.
And they're more of your fighter fish.
Are they good eating or no?
They're delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just a little smaller. I mean, last year I got my biggest sauger ever. I got a 4.5 pounder, which is a giant sauger. Giant sauger. Okay. 23.5 incher. Yeah. Right. But yeah, no, it's a super fun fishery. I guided it a couple of times. I've had a lot of success out there. I love fishing down there. It's a great system. It's a couple hours away. It's about the same distance from we live here to Green Bay. Yeah. So, early spring and late fall down in the Illinois River, I'd love to take you guys. I mean, it's something to try. It's a great time.
I want to hit Green Bay. I've been to Sturgeon Bay a couple times fishing and smallie and walleye fishing. I mean, I did good, but nothing giant. Whatever. I caught a lot of fish, but there's one place I do want to go that I haven't been that's on my bucket list. I want to hit Green Bay one of these days.
You can definitely do that. I'm up there usually April, May, and then back again in August. We're up there guiding. Right.
So you what's your range that you run guides in?
What do you mean?
Like when you run fishing trips, where do you go? Like just Illinois, Wisconsin, where do you...
So generally Illinois, Wisconsin is pretty much where we stay just because of licensing. Okay. That being said, we are there's only a handful of guys that are legal. Yeah. There's a lot of guides out there. It's just like in gyms, man. You get guys that are just fly by night. Yeah. That put it together for the quick buck, and then you got guys that'll put in the time and money as you do to make something that you're proud of. Plus, that can keep going. You're insured. You have everything. That's the same thing as us. So, can we guide in Indiana? Sure, but legally, no, we can't.
So that's a pretty common thing with guides?
Absolutely.
They're just not. They just don't go get the license, the captain license. Yeah. They don't get insurance. They just basically run trips. They just run trips.
I kind of would hope that I would get somebody from the state of Illinois to listen to this podcast. Yeah. Because I can make it sound like there's not a lot of legit guys, and that's not what I'm trying to say. There is no checklist for a guide in Illinois. Okay. It's very hard to put all your stuff together. So there's no one place you can go and say, I need A through Z. Okay. There's none of that. You get that from other guides. Hey, did you get this? Hey, did you get that? Hey, do you have this license? Hey, do you have that? If they were to put something together, and we've brought it to the state of Illinois too, and said, hey, it would be nice to have a checklist to make sure that,
I agree. I think that's very important.
Everybody who wants to do it legally can, because there are guides out there who want to do it legally, but they forget a piece of the puzzle. And I did it my first year too. I forgot a piece of the puzzle. I'll take responsibility for that. And then mine was a sport fishing license for Lake Michigan. I didn't know I had to have. All that is, and it's actually the only license in Illinois that you can get that doesn't cost you anything, but you have to have it to guide out there. Okay. And it's all it does is it tracks the fish. They want you to catch fish. They want you to track it. And it goes to the state, and the state then puts their stocking programs together based on the captain's reports.
Which is good. No, I mean...
Yeah, to a sense, but the money in Illinois, we, in my opinion, don't do that great of a job in stocking. Wisconsin's the same problem. And the issue is they're not doing lake studies. So they're taking, let's say, $1 million.
Yeah.
And they have to allocate that $1 million in stocking now to the lakes in their state, right?
Correct.
Well, if there's only 4 DNR guys in the state of Wisconsin, or 5 that are down in the lower region, how do they know what's in a lake, and how do they know what structures are in that lake without doing a lake survey? The lake survey costs money,
yes,
right? And it's going to take other people to help you to get those lake surveys done, and they don't have the time to do it. So now they just break up that money and they say, well, we'll put 50,000 here, we'll put 50,000 here.
So just guessing.
That's all it is. It's an educated guess. Okay. So if you've got a system that's heavy with esoc and musky and pike, and now you go dump bluegills in there, they're going to get annihilated. It's a waste of money.
Right.
So something that's kind of cool on Lake Geneva that I had a hand in getting started again was Walleyes for Tomorrow. So what that is years ago, Walleyes for Tomorrow came in and they put they call it the walleye wagon. They have a trailer, and they were able to net fish in the spring, pre-spawn, milk the fish, get the eggs out of the fish, hatch those fish, and get the fry and put them back in the lake.
Oh, good.
So not only the DNR, it's a double punch, right?
Right.
You got the DNR that's stocking, and then you've got the walleye wagon now putting in 3, 4, 5 million fry. So years of them doing this, they were able to do lake studies and realize that 20, 30% of the fish that they were recapturing were from that.
Oh, that's good.
From that walleye wagon. So the program fell apart, I would say, probably about 8-10 years ago. And about 4 years ago, I really wanted to give back in some way, but I knew with my schedule, I couldn't take the time to put into it. So I just started talking with DNR, talking with other guys, and I started putting it in people's ears. And it actually ended up getting back up and running. I'm not a part of it. I don't run it. I'm not taking any credit. But I will say I had a hand in getting it started back up because I knew that it was important to the system. All these lakes we live on around here are put and take. That's just bottom line.
Yeah.
You put in, you take them out.
Right.
You can't keep taking.
Right.
If you take, you run them dry.
Right.
A lot of these fish are not naturally reproducing. A lot of lakes don't have the structure for natural reproduction. A lot of things go into factor with that. You have water levels, you got temperatures, you got kill-off, you got ice, you got this, you got that. But once you start getting down to the nuts and bolts of it, it comes down to the fisherman. It comes down to the sportsman. It's guys making educated decisions on what needs to come out, what needs to go back. And as a guide, I get a lot of gripe from people. Well, you guys are always taken. Actually, unfortunately, it's not us, because I can count on probably 2 hands how many limits of fish we take out when we're sport fishing. Mishooked fish, they're gonna go.
Yeah,
they die. It happens.
Yeah.
But a lot of the die-off comes from tournament series that are held in times of the year when the water temperatures are too warm, and you're and again, we have a lot of great events. We have a lot of great people that are running them, and guys are switching over to the catch photo release, which is great. But when it's 100 degrees outside and you're putting a fish on a metal bump board and you can't hold that fish down, that fish is cooking on there.
Good chance that fish is going to die.
Good chance that fish is going to die.
Yep.
So again, I try to educate everybody in my boat on good practice. I do not like fish over 24 inches being kept. Does it happen? Yes, it is your limit. It is your license. It's your decision. But I will give you the education on why we shouldn't be doing that. But again, it does happen. You miss hook fish all the time. I mean, it's part of the game.
Yeah, it does happen. It's just like, deer getting wounded. So, Flingerton. So,
I've heard that 3 times.
Yeah, I know. No.
It happens.
No, what I was going to say is I want to get back to Lake Geneva. Do you think, I know they've stocked muskies in there a lot, okay? Do you think there's going to be a state record come out of there?
Hands down.
Okay.
Hands down. That Leech Lake strain that's in there, and the fish are not only gorgeous, they have the they have the bait and the forage to be able to get as big. So I said about 3 years ago, we were slowing down on the big walleye. I mean, we used to catch giant walleyes in there. And about 3-4 years ago, it started slowing down. Every year for the last 3 years, it's slowed down. Usually around Thanksgiving, you get your spawnier Cisco's. They come into the bays, and then the fish shut down, right? Because they got the old country buffet. They're not going to eat a crankbait when they've got power bars running around them.
Yeah.
So over the last 3 years, we haven't seen as many Cisco's, and you would see them in bands, 4, 6, 8 foot thick bands of bait on your graph. This year, my first trip out there, I was in 56 foot of water, and there was a 9 foot band of Cisco's. I don't think I've smiled that big in a long time because I haven't seen them. The fish were skinny the last few years. They were skinnier.
Yeah.
And this year alone, those fish are getting big again. So we're on. I mean, I was just hoping we're on maybe a 3-year turn. It's going to come back. Geneva's such a healthy system. You asked about muskie. There's a state record in that lake for every species of fish.
That's what I think. I mean, I don't fish as much as you do, but that's what It's got everything. It's deep. It's got all the food. It's got everything, right?
It needs more.
Okay.
I wish there's a lot of deep pockets living on that lake.
Yeah.
I wish they would put more into the lake for the fishermen, but again, a lot of those people don't fish. It could use some boulder fields. If it had some boulder fields, the smallmouth would just go nuts, and the lake trout would go ballistic in there.
So the guy that fished it a lot, and you know him, and he had told me a story that was it you or someone that you took him out with Spence?
Yeah, it was us.
Yes.
It was
so
us,
you told me the story about that.
Yeah.
So about fishing with Spence Petros.
Yeah. So Spence is a great friend of mine, and he came out. It was on Green Bay.
Yeah, it was on Green Bay.
Yeah. It was we went in November because Rich and Chris was with us, and they wanted a trophy muskie.
Yeah.
So leading up to that week, everything was right.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, I got a surprise for you guys. I'm not going to tell you who's coming, but I got a surprise. Well, Spence Petros, and a lot of guys don't know, he actually started Fishing Facts. He's a big name in the muskie world and fishing world in general. 83 years old, the man is spit and vinegar. And we get up there, and I don't know why, but the wind shifted, and it blew out of the north, and it dirtied up the bay, the whole lower bay. It was mud. So that's a time of the year where you're more or less trolling more at that time of year. And it's not because you can't cast at them, but it was to cover water, because it was so dirty. And Spence, I don't even remember how many miles we put on that boat. A lot. We fished. Yeah. I mean, I think one day we traveled 60 miles, 65 miles.
Jesus.
A lot of miles just to try to find cleaner water. We had 2 fish try to eat, or 1 fish try to eat good, came back with brand new bait, had teeth marks all over it. And then we got a 30-inch walleye that ate a musky bait. That was it. And we fished the river.
30-inch walleye is a big fish.
We couldn't catch them. And we couldn't even catch catfish. No. I mean, it was nasty. But again, I tell everybody, if I had a crystal ball, I wouldn't be guiding. I'd be sports betting.
Right.
That's just bottom line. It's fishing. I mean, you go out. Some days you get them. Some days you don't. I don't give unrealistic expectations. I always try to underpromise and overdeliver, and if it happens, it happens. Yeah. You got to put the time in to be able to catch those fish. Again, somebody who comes out and hires me twice a year, I'm sorry. I try to get you a good one.
Right.
But the guy who comes out 6, 7, 8 times a year, he's going to put those hours in. He's got a better chance. Of course, I got pictures with a lot of big fish. But if you put the amount of hours I have on the water versus the pictures I have, I mean, it's a second home for me.
Right.
I'm in the boat more than I am with my family. So.
But you enjoy it. You love it.
I do.
That's your passion.
It is.
So here's a question for you. I mean, you obviously been fishing with him.
Yeah.
And you've had a lot of great opportunities with him because he's a phenomenal fisherman.
Yes.
And you've been hunting as well. Obviously, you've spent a lot more time fishing.
Yeah, fishing's more.
We know that, but don't you think that, I mean, eventually, I mean, what do you think you'll spend more time doing as you get older and you're going to enjoy both sports? I mean, I know you're, whatever.
To me, it's fishing.
That's
it's
what
fishing all day.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like I don't know, I do enjoy hunting, and you know when you get that deer walk in front of you, or it's an adrenaline pump. There's no doubt about it. But like the constant movement of fishing, tracking, you're like a little more in control. I feel like you can go to a spot and it's like, did I use the right lure?
Right.
Did I have the right action? There's like always some way to like figure out how to catch a fish. And honestly, like the whole time when I'm fishing, I'm thinking about how do I catch these bitch ass fish. Right. When I'm hunting, I'm sitting there like, I'm like, it's peaceful, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I'm just constantly looking, and it's like, okay, well, there's only so much you could see. So you start looking at your phone. It's very relaxing, don't get me wrong, it's peaceful. It's just I like the constant action of like fishing. But definitely the rush you get from like when a deer, I mean, you start shaking, like it's like
but that's an in the moment thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the best way to describe it is like fishing, like when you catch those fish is like eating an Adderall, right? You're excited and like
I was just gonna say,
and when you see a deer, it's like a bump of cocaine.
Yeah.
It's
Which
like,
is fine.
Which fentanyl ruined. Which fentanyl ruined.
Well, yeah, fucking fentanyl.
Just set your clocks for 20 minutes.
No fentanyl, okay? And if you're gonna
but
just
after
be
knowing you in the years and hunting with you,
Yeah.
I do notice one thing. I mean, obviously in Illinois we sit and we have to sit in a fucking tree, and we got to put the time, and we got to sit there for hours and hours and hours, and sometimes we sat this year for all day, right?
Yeah.
We went some days without even seeing nothing, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so what we might be doing here in the next month, or what we're going to do, we're going to go buffalo hunting. So a walk and stalk hunt's a lot different, and I think you'd be all game on that shit because
he'll be with me in the side-by-side.
Yeah.
Looking at fishing videos.
Yeah.
That's where we'll be. It'll be too damn cold to be walking with you guys, but it'll be a great time. But I think something like that, Rich, would be great up until we didn't see a buffalo for a few hours. And
but if you're driving around, that'd be fun though. It's like
it is,
and it would be like, and I always say like I was kid around, but I'm not. I'm like, man, let's go stalk.
Yes.
No,
I get it.
Let's put on a loincloth like the Indians. Put on some paint and run around butt naked.
No, well, not the butt naked, but I've done them both. I've had a lot of experiences with it. But
naked.
No, not butt naked. I don't think anybody wants to see that. But no, but I see how you have. You've done it for a couple of years with me, and I know you would probably enjoy like an out west hunt, like chasing muleys or chasing antelope or something like
Sitting in a tree stand is trolling for Rich.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
You're exactly right.
To be casting,
and I do. I like to be active because I'm a little twitchy, but I'm saying like, hey, when it's you and I and we're sitting in a tree stand and we're having some cocktails, it's fun. We have a lot of laughs.
Different, though.
We have a lot of laughs, or even like in the boat trolling, we have a lot of laughs. We're like relaxed.
But that's different than you being in that boat by yourself.
It's true.
Yes. But you're together. You get to tell stories. You get to laugh. You get
that's the part of being outdoors.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Well, like with kids especially, like being on the boat trolling is awesome because you get to watch them. We're bullshitting. You get to watch their excitement. And then, like, even like when we're in the tree stand with Titus and he's farting and we're farting.
Yeah, it's funny.
We're like laughing.
If we kill a deer, we kill a deer.
We sit there for 8 hours. It's just like it was a good time.
Yeah. And that's super, super important to me, and I know it's super, super important to you. Yeah. But I see it. Like we hunted our ass off this year. Yeah. And we didn't do too hot. You know, I mean,
but that's no different than having an off year fishing.
Correct. It's the same thing.
Except when I'm fishing, it's much easier for me to cover more water than you just jumping in another tree stand.
Correct.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Right. You're exactly right. And you can put all the cameras out. You can do all the studying.
You're still going to
do whatever you want. It's good. Yeah, everybody misses. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
A wind shift hurts you just as bad as it hurts me.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Temperatures, anything.
It's true.
They're very similar.
Except fish can't smell me fart.
No,
it's true.
Deer can smell you fart.
Yes,
that's true.
Very true.
That's true.
Very true. But yeah, it's been a tough year.
It has been.
I have to say, on our farm, and we've had good picks of big deer, but
you know what I always say when you have a tough year or you're having a tough day is that's what brings you back.
Yes.
because it can only get better. I
Yes.
always tell everyone that.
Yes. No,
Come
you're exactly
back
right.
again because
Yes.
why? It can only be better.
It's
And
the
again,
chase.
It's the chase. It's the chase.
the
The guys
chase.
who hire me for Musky, I tell them, look, I've had the same guy hire me for 6 years, 5 years, however long I've been doing this. I've had one customer hire me, never seen one.
Yeah.
Never seen one. But I've caught him the day before and I've caught him the day after. It's just
And he's probably watching on social media. He's like, and hang on, my time's gonna come.
it's gonna come.
Yes.
And I keep telling him, put in your time because again,
Yes.
if I can get Rich to catch one on a figure eight,
Yeah.
I can get anybody to catch one. Because he really. But again, what I will say is one thing that Rich has is discipline, right? I mean, it comes with
Yeah.
fighting. So you tell him to do something, he does it.
Yes.
And I tell him it's just like a guy who gets up to bat, a professional baseball player. They have a routine. They get up, they do the same thing every time. And the reason they're successful is because of that.
Yes.
So when I teach you something, I show you something, change it, add your own. It's just like anything in life. Make it your own.
Right.
But you have to take what I'm telling you and at least apply a little bit of it because
Correct.
again, I'm showing you something. It's going to work. It's worked.
Right.
It's proven. But we can't. If I showed up every time to the lake and hit the button and they said, "Oh, Anthony's here. We're gonna eat now."
Yeah.
I wish that was the case. It's not.
No, it's not.
Same thing as you. You try.
Yeah.
You try your best, and your success comes from the time you put in. That's it.
Yep. I totally agree.
So now that obviously winter's here and it's snowing, like what do you focus on now? I mean,
We're still fishing open water. So
they're still fishing open water.
yeah, we're on Geneva right now, still fishing open water, big walleyes, cold water at night. They're night trolling trips. We will do a little bit of casting, but limited groups, obviously. Outside of that, we're fishing hard water during the day on the chain, which is our home water. We're fishing ice. It's a great time. Rich has been out for a ton of that. He's been there. Billy, you haven't been out. You got to try it.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Well, I went with you the one time on a
Oh, that's
snowmobile,
right.
and then
Yeah,
you kind of.
that's right. We
I was
almost
kind of
killed each
mortified. I almost killed myself. Or, you
We almost
killed
killed
me
each
on the
other.
snowmobile. But
Yeah. Yeah.
So
but
when is so ice fishing? That's like your big thing.
Yeah, right now, my big thing, I don't love it.
Yeah.
Ice has really never been my thing. But I enjoy other people. I enjoy it's ice fishing is not really fishing. It's an experience more than anything. It's being out with your friends. It's having those laughable moments with your buddies and sitting in the huts and drinking beers or whatever. It's being with your friends. I can put 20 of my friends on the ice and see them all at once. I can't do that in a boat. I can do it on the ice. So again, that's why we do it. A lot of people love it. It's like hunting. It's that one time a year that people bring out that new thing that they put out for ice because they got to have it. Just like hunting, you got that new thing.
Yep.
Me, I love the basics, man. I do like the live scope fishing. That's cool and all. But sometimes just a hand auger and a rod in your hand with no sonar.
That's what I did the last time.
I know, and that's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah.
Because you caught fish. Why?
I did.
You didn't need anything.
No.
You didn't need the special stuff.
No. I
You
was stubborn.
just-
I was like, I ain't fucking
You
using
just
nothing.
fished.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And you produced.
Yeah.
And you had a blast because we were catching big catfish through
We
the
were.
ice.
Big channels. That was a lot of fun.
Chain
Channel cats.
Yeah.
on the chain.
On
Yeah.
25
Yeah.
to 26-inch rods.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
nice.
was awesome.
2-pound test.
Great, yeah,
Oh, fun.
great fight.
Fun.
The one time before that, we went out there with Chris and my son, Titus,
Yeah.
and he was he's just fucking, he don't care. We're all freezing. We're all like this around, the heaters and balled it up. And Titus is like, ain't got his hat on. I'm like, dude, buddy, come on. He's running around. He's helping.
Yeah.
And then you ended up, so there's like, one of the cool thing about the ice, because last year was like really my first year doing it. They had like all these huts, like it was a small village, and it was like, hey, the catfish are more over here. I was like, I want to catch more catfish, better fight, whatever. I want to catch over here. And then you had like another village on the ice that was all like more for the walleye. So I remember they're like, hey, we're gonna cook breakfast. What the fuck you cooking breakfast? So we end up going out and walking. It was snowing still. It was fucking windy. It was cold. We're on the ice. You're freezing. He's in his little hut making sausages and pancakes. Pigs in a blanket. Paper plate. Put a bunch of syrup on it. Those were
Nice.
the best.
Yeah, like
fucking-
Benihana, man.
Those were
right.
yeah, you had
Benihana
the grill.
chef.
Those are the best fucking pigs in a blanket I've ever had to this
Yes.
day. Something about just
Being outside.
freezing cold on ice in the middle of a lake
with fresh, warm
with,
food.
oh my God. Like I still think about that to this day. I'm like,
And
it just hit.
And
It
that's
just
why I
Yeah.
do it.
That was awesome.
Because that, what you just said,
Yeah.
is the same reaction I get out of everybody.
Yeah.
You know, other guides will take you out, they'll drill a hole, they'll put you in a tent. I'm cooking for people on the ice. Why? Because it's what they love. It's something I love to eat. I didn't get fat like this by not eating.
Right.
And if I'm going to be hungry, I'm not real friendly.
Yeah.
So, but again, that's what we provide. That's exactly the reaction that Rich just gave, was to a T why I do it. That's why.
And it pushes you more to do it more and more, just because
100%.
it's that simple
100%.
fact.
Yeah.
100%.
It's not just fishing. It's just
No, it's just being around everybody.
It's being around, it's having fun, making memories. I don't know, something about just being freezing cold in the middle of a lake, eating fucking pigs in a blanket. You're just, I don't know. It's just, there's something about it was just magical.
It's magical.
I don't even normally like pigs in a blanket. Like I don't even like order it. But that day, like I mean, that was just
it's life changing.
It was.
Really is good.
It was, man.
But that's why we do it.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
So you bring that whole flat top skillet out there?
Yeah. I got a
Benihani chef in there.
I got a 4-burner. I don't even know what they call it, a flat stone or whatever. It's a big stove.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually
You were cooking for like 20 guys.
Yeah, I cook for 20, 30 guys at a time.
Yeah.
And I'll get that meal out within a half an hour. I'll get everyone fed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's a great time. It's an absolute great time. You know, I tried coffee makers on the ice. That didn't work. You know, stuff was freezing up. Things were breaking. But, you know, the pancakes and the sausage, the hit every year. Every year.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of guys, when you ice fish, do they take a lot of their fish home?
Yeah. A lot of guys will take the fish home. You know, because again, you're getting your mixed bags at that time of year.
Yeah.
You're not seeing a ton of walleyes. Are you getting some? Sure. But 99% of the fish you're catching are catfish, white bass, crappie. You're getting your eater fish.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that you want to eat. So, yeah, I mean, you could have some days. I mean, we would love to thin the population of those catfish out. They're the best eating fish in there at that time of year. You know, you take just the tail sections
because the water's so cold?
Yeah, water's cold. And there's days, and Rich has been a witness, you'll catch 100 of them. You could take as many as you can take home.
No limit.
No limit on it. So if you want to clean fish, bring a couple 120 quart coolers when the bite's on, and you'll have plenty of meat.
Catching on those tiny little poles, those 2-pound tests, that is a blast.
Yeah, catching a 6 to 8 pound channel catfish on a 2-pound pole.
Yeah.
There's nothing beats that.
No.
Even I like that. You know, I love catfishing. I love catfishing through the ice. It's one of my most fun things.
That's special.
You ever get any flats out of there? Flatheads out of there?
We've hooked them, but you can't get them through. You can't get them through.
Too
the
big,
hole.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've caught musky through the ice.
Yeah.
Big walleyes through the ice. We've caught it all. But again, at that time of year, if you were to ask me, hey Anthony, what is the most fun I could have? I'll tell you, take your catfish through the ice because they beat up your gear, you know. But they're a great time.
I hooked the fucking musky. I'd be like, cut the fucking hole open, Anthony.
You'd
cut
be
the
stomping
fucking
that thing.
hole.
But you did, you know, and another point you brought up, Rich, earlier before we were on camera was you were talking about being cold. And, you know, we ended up hooking up and getting sponsored by a company named Graph USA. And they make ice suits, boots, gloves, hats, everything. I ran all the ice gear out in that market. I ran Striker. I ran it all. Yes, I mean, you can go to Sims and Norfin and pay that huge money. Yeah. But the Graph's price point is dead on. Yeah. Company out of Poland, local guys, but the stuff comes out of Poland. Rich, I mean, you own a suit now. Yeah. What do you think?
I've only used it because with everything happened, I had a show, you know. So like I didn't get to end up using it, but I did use it once this year, and it's amazing. I cannot actually wait until, you know, the water freezes and we get back out there, because that thing I was fucking sweating in it. Yeah, and it was. I mean, we're going 72 miles per hour in a Phoenix.
So what is it? How do they spell graph?
GRAFF.
Right. Website.
graphusa.com.
Okay.
Were they from Sweden, right? Or
Poland. So,
sorry,
and if you use the if you get on the Graph's website, you go into any of their stuff, use a promo code capital UNL. So U is in unicorn, N as in Nancy, L as in Libra. I think you get 20% off. So
Nice.
UNL, use that as a promo code. They're out of Poland. The only beef I have with them is because they're made out of Poland. The zippers on the opposite side, like a girl's jacket, and I'm not good with my left hand. So getting
how do you know the girls' jackets have zipper on the other side?
Women's jackets are zippered on.
I didn't know that. How would you know that?
Because my wife told me. I don't fit in women's jackets, man. Come on now. Got me.
So what's your website?
Unlimited Guide Service, unlimitedguideservice.com. Get me on Facebook, Unlimited Guide Service, Instagram, Unlimited Guide Service.
Or just reach out to us even. You reach out to us, ask it for Anthony's number. We'll be happy to send you guys all his information.
I appreciate it.
Come to the richest fights. He's usually there.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's been a blast. I've always had so much fun fishing. I still love it, man. It's too bad life, just gets in the way a lot of times from adulting and shit.
It does. But
know?
Again, we got to make the time, because if you don't make the time, you can't go backwards. So
that's
again,
true.
We always try to put as much time together as we can. And again, I appreciate you guys having me.
Of course.
No, it was a pleasure. It was very knowledgeable, very educational, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me.